Great to be a Detroit sports fan right now. Well, kind of. You have to take the simple pleasures when the teams that you're following maybe aren't having the seasons that you would like. The Pistons have yet to be determined, but the Red Wings, we know their fate. Just a couple of games left, 3 of them at home tonight. Young players getting another opportunity to showcase their skills to the coaching staff and other teams as well, because the Bruins are in town, they're in the playoffs, and the Red Wings, well, they're not. But they still have something to prove. Anthony Mantha, he's been trying to prove it all season long. Tonight, he showed out a hat trick against the Bruins. 22 goals on the season for that young man. He'll be a big part of the Red Wings' future going forward. But the other story of the last few weeks of the season, as the hats are being picked up at Little Caesars Arena, has been the play of Michigan State college entry signee Taro Hirose. He had 4 assists in 4 games leading up to tonight's game, and that what you just saw is his first NHL career goal. He's a Hobey Baker finalist. Some may say he's going to win that, but he's trying to show he has what it takes to stay with the Red Wings in the coming years. Red Wings go on to win this one by a final of 5-3.
I think we stayed with it, kept it simple. Obviously a lot of injuries today, so guys had their chance, and I think everyone stepped up. I think we're just having fun right now, doing our job. I mean, Larkin's an amazing player. Bertuzzi is strong, intense, and we're just finding each other right now.
There's a lot of people who probably would say, why is this team winning here down the stretch? They should be getting themselves in a better draft position. You guys aren't listening to that, are you?
Not really. I mean, like I said, we're having fun and things are going our way right now.
This has been a fun team to watch for most of the season. Look, I know people want wins and losses, but guys, they have competed each and every night, and you can't really say that about some of the other sports teams, the Pistons in town. But talking about Taro Hirose, look, this is a free agent signing. We haven't seen a whole lot of this in the past. Justin Abdelkader is the last guy to come to mind who made an impact when he was brought up after his year in college. So I had to catch up with him in the Red Wings locker room when they were home recently to talk to him about his recent addition and those 4 assists and that goal tonight.
It's been fun to watch you kind of come in here and make an impact right away. Did you envision yourself coming into an NHL locker room and having the impact that you've had so far?
Not really. You know, I have faith in my game and confidence in what I can do, but at the same time, it's a big jump from the college level. So just trying to take it day by day and just see where I fit in here.
What's the biggest jump? What's the biggest adjustment you have to make?
Definitely speed-wise. You know, guys are bigger, faster, stronger, and I mean, even the biggest guys in the league, like Brent Burns, the guy can fly. So that's probably be the biggest thing from college, and it's something I'm still getting used to.
What are some of the guys, or who are some of the guys that are kind of taking you under their wing and kind of helping you along?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, Vank's been a big guy for me, just sort of helping me on the ice, just where to be and little plays and little things like that can help me out. And I mean, he's a really smart player who plays the game well, so that's a good guy I can learn from. And I mean, everyone in the room's been really helpful, just little things on and off the ice, just to sort of adjust to life as a pro.
What's their biggest advice to you to help you kind of along?
Just, you know, enjoy it and don't be too uptight about it. You know, stay loose, and you know, if you have a bad game, don't worry too much about it, and just move on to the next one.
How much are you embracing the opportunity you have here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's you know, so far I love it here, and it's awesome to be a part of, and just try and take it day by day, and just get better every time, and sort of prove to the coach I can play at this level.
Sometimes do you kind of close your eyes and go, you can't really believe what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think when you line up beside Brent Burns, you're going to forecheck him, and you know, Tarasenko and play the Blues and things like that. It's sort of just like a little bit of a wow moment, but then you sort of settle in, and then it's just another game.
How's the comfort not going to beach game? How is that improving for you?
Yeah, I think just, you know, being able to make plays, confidence with the puck, and not just chipping it in and chipping it out. You know, not being afraid to make mistakes is a big thing for me. Just being able to find space for myself and create chances for my line mates. I think, you know, I felt a little off in the Vegas game. That was a tougher game for me, just like how big and fast they are. But yeah, I think just each game getting a little bit more comfortable to make plays and play my game.
Here's to continued success. 2 more home games. You can catch the Red Wings down at Little Caesars Arena before they pack it up for the season. Tuesday against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tigers, meanwhile, opening day Thursday. Everybody ready for that? The pitching. It's been something that's actually worth the price of admission. The first series of the season, it's been pretty good. But that offense, well, it's been pretty much non-existent. That's the story we saw all of last year, especially late in last year. That's not fun baseball to watch. Runs, scoring, hitting, home runs, all that good stuff. Where's that been? The Tigers have struck out at an alarming rate so far this season. They're averaging 12 strikeouts a game. Yeah, just 2 runs in the first 3 games. That's not going to cut it. Today, the series finale in Toronto, Matt Moore followed in the footsteps of Jordan Zimmerman on opening day. He didn't allow a hit until the 6th inning. He finished the day 7 scoreless, 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk. That's a great sign headed into the season for that young guy. Top of the 7th, Tigers finally get a score. And I'm showing you this because it's not that sexy, but it is a run, bases loaded walk. However, Jeimer Candelario, he was outstanding today. He had a 5-hit day. It's the first time in his career he's had 5 hits in 1 game. That blasts 2 in to give him a 3-0 lead. But the bullpen, oh, we've had this conversation before, have we not? Joe Jimenez, he didn't hold the lead. Rowdy Tellez gets a hold of that one, and it's a tie game. But Nick Castellanos in extra innings finds a little space there. Grayson Griner scores. The Tigers, they hold on. Shane Green shuts the door. 4-3. They start the season 2-2, winning it. Let's hear from the manager today.
It was a good win, yeah. I mean, you know, ended up going 2-2 here. We didn't hit a lot, and this ball game we finally, came through, scored some runs. It was, a good ball game. Had some good performances. Candy, a great performance by him. Good. He had a really nice performance offensively. So now hopefully we just keep picking it up.
Last night, the Bad Boys honored before and during the Pistons win. Reunions of any sort, usually a good time, but for the former captain Isaiah Thomas, sometimes getting back together with the likes of Rick Mahorn and Bill Laimbeer can be a little rough.
I told somebody the other day, the only time I get treated like really badly and so disrespected is when I'm around my old teammates. I mean, the way Laimbeer and Mahorn, I mean, they just talk to me like so bad. I mean, it's like, and I'm a grown man now with kids,
Like what do they say? Like an example?
No, it ain't fit for TV. I mean, it's really bad.
We can bleep stuff out.
No, you can't. I mean, really, I said to Laimbeer, I finally said to Laimbeer as we were riding over here, I was like, hey, man, look, enough. Like, stop.
As for those current Pistons, no change in the playoff picture tonight. All 4 teams were off. Still just a game and a half separating the 6th spot and missing the playoffs altogether. 6 games remaining for Detroit starting tomorrow at Indiana. Then they return home to play Indiana. So 2 very big games against a team that's already sitting above them in the playoff standings. All right, up next, back to D.C. We've got to talk to these Michigan State players, what they thought about their big win over Duke. That's coming up next, but we also need those tweets. #7SportsCave. Get them in. We'll get to them later as well. Stick with us. We'll be right back.